Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ellison Cruz, and after more than 5 years, many different projects, and a lot of new experiences, I'd like to welcome you cordially once again to Super Mario 3D Land. Man, that feels so strange to say. Can you believe I was a teenager the last time I played this? For those of you who haven't been following the channel for all of these many, many years, once upon a time, I recorded this game in good old-fashioned camera-facing screen, hunched over desk while trying not to move the 3DS as much as I could style. And, well, I think it goes without saying that the quality was horrendous and the editing was laughably bad. Which brings me to here and now, with new state-of-the-art equipment, recording devices, and officiative Let's Play voice. I figured it was nigh time we returned to what I would consider quite possibly one of my favorite Mario titles on the 3DS, because we know I haven't had nearly enough Nintendo games on the channel recently, but if that hadn't been said and done, let's get out of here and start the game, shall we? Oh yeah, so here's my old file, World 4. This is where we ended off on the last project, and the idea when going through this game is to do essentially the same thing. Collect 5 shiny stars, and we'll do it in better quality and with the same me, apparently, since I haven't changed in the last decade whatsoever. But with that having been said and done, let's play indeed. So, in a very surprising and unexpected turn of events, it appears as though one Princess Peach has been kidnapped by, well, none other than Bowser, so it's our dutiful responsibility to go and save her. Because how else is a plumber supposed to make his living in the Mushroom Kingdom? Man, I gotta say, I absolutely adore the way this game opens up. I mean, off in the distance, you can kind of see Princess Peach's castle, and the way that this music is so inviting, it's just ushering you into this vast world waiting to be explored by an Italian plumber, and you have all of this surreal senses of nostalgia everywhere. The Tanuki suit, for example, or I guess technically it's Tanuki Mario, which at this time hadn't made an appearance since Mario 3, and it's just got the right ingredients for the perfect Mario game. And I can still remember the first time I played this, which would explain why I probably went ahead and recorded it as soon after it was released as I did, and without a capture card. It's just really charming and I like it a lot, although not being able to get out of here is a little troublesome. Gotta get accustomed to the controls a little bit. You have your long jump, you're spinning with your tail and climbing up trees and such. Man, I'm so glad to be playing this again. So we've got ourselves the first instance of a room that can be tweaked should you decide to use the 3D slider, but of course because you can't record in 3D, it doesn't really make much sense to put it there. So instead they put these little eyes that will change the perspective for you so you can go and navigate and everything will be nice. And that is our second star coin. There are, I believe, 290 regular ones in the game. You can get a bunch through Street Pass, but I'm not really going to count those. And you only need 100 to beat the game, but of course, since we're going to collect everything, might as well go and do that, right? Okay, we have also got these weird wheels on the ground that if you spin them, you'll be able to terraform the ground and reach higher places. It's pretty cool, and not something we'll be doing too terribly often, but it's still nice. Okay, so let's go over here. Are you going to grant me something that I want? No, just a very large drop onto an unsuspecting Goomba. Binoculars, of course, ones you don't have to pay for. Gyroscoping, feels great to do this and not have to worry about recording the screen. How's it going, Toad? What are you gonna do? You gonna go show us your amazing jumping abilities, or He's gonna show us how to reach the flagpole. Yeah, show us how it's done. Alright, well, the good thing is he loved the hell out of jumping off, so I guess we gotta give him points for charisma, right? Okay, so we're almost at the end of the level. We need to collect our 3rd star coin. There's typically 3 per level, but some of the special ones will actually have 1, so, or none. I mean, that's alright. Here it is. So we have tight ropes. Jump up to collect that. Giant enemies. And much like Super Mario 3D World, which personally I wasn't a huge fan of, they put the Tanuki on literally everything. So, there. He's dead. And all of his children. Perfect. So that's the end of the level. Most of them are pretty short, and I think they did a fantastic job of lengthening them. They're just long enough to feel like they're of substance and still be short enough to, you know, pick up and play whenever you want to for a couple minutes. Apparently that's a thing people do. Not a huge fan of it, but there we go. And so with that, Mario is no longer in a mad dash to collect the princess, and the music is as the Lord Miyamoto has wished it. So let's go to level 2 and see what we have here. Oh, there's that classic pipe sound, as well as this very giant, extremely slow-moving wrecking ball of spiky death, who is doing his damnedest to try and kill us, but I don't think he's having a lot of success right now. How sad. As well as these very unfortunate, unintelligent little Goombas trying their damnedest to try and kill us as well. Not the greatest of success in the underground world, but I hereby begrudgingly relinquish my abilities as a Tanuki Mario in order to pick up the Hellfire death spawning from my palm destruction of mass mayhem in the form of the Fire Flower. It's kind of incredible, all of the havoc we can wreak just simply by shooting a little bit of fire out of the palm of my hands. It's like fire, meet face of enemy that I'm about to scorch. It's incredible. And not really practical, so you won't see me using it too much, but I mean, it's still useful for a couple of different places, such as, well, areas that are heavily influenced by enemy activity. It's great. Also, the only purpose of this room apparently was to provide many coins for us. We don't need them. That's okay. But in case you fall down, well, there's a safe little trip back up, and we got ourselves triple question block marks. It's kind of great. What is this? There is a little space here where the camera just slightly changes, which you can do with the D-pad also. I just discovered. It's kind of weird, but it's there. Okay, perfect. Show us there's an invisible block, which exists in this game, and we'll be able to murder many Goombas. Unfortunately, you can only shoot 2 fireballs at a time, so that really limits the amount of carnage that you can wreak on this place, but that's okay. 2 is all we need. Ooh, and if we follow all of these coins and collect them, well, we will receive a moderate fanfare of sorts. So that's nice. But what's even nicer is the advent of something that has been in reoccurring, Mario games recently, and that is the tangent of infinite life glitches. For every 5 jumps you perform on a Koopa without touching the ground, you will be able to get a 1-up, and for every consecutive hit on them, you will continually get 1-ups. And you can kind of see how this is broken. And so long as you have time on the clock, you can do this ad infinitum. Ad infinitum? Is that a thing? Infinity. You can do it forever, essentially, and it's really easy to do. You can just walk off the block and get it. And there is a life cap in this game. It's, I believe, 1,110 of all things, and you do get crowns, but this isn't something we necessarily need to do, so let's get out of here, and there we go. Stop doing that, and we can go murder everything else. There we go. Mayhem, carnage everywhere. Ooh, what's close? Oh god. I knew that would come back to bite me in the ass at one point or another. Alright, so there is actually a bit of a throwback to Mario 1-Up here, where not only can we pick up yet another 1-Up, but also a very well-hidden secret. But first, I think we should probably collect the rest of the star medals as we deal with yet another aspect of the game that, in my opinion, is kind of unnecessary, and that's blowing into the mic to get rid of goop in your eyes. Because that's not suggestive at all, now is it? Anyways, we're gonna go start some flames to collect some coins for some petty applause, and if you thought we were at the end of the stage, well, then you'd only be half wrong. We can actually get back up to the crawl space from here, and as one could probably expect, we'll find ourselves a very mysterious pipe that will take us into the deep unknown. I'm not really sure how Miyamoto ever thought we'd find this, to be completely honest, but it takes us directly to World 2. and we can continue the game. We don't have to go back and do any of that nonsense. And I think we should, although that'd be silly. We do need to finish World 1, so we'll go and do that. And I'll actually meet you guys back at the place that I ended off there because it would be silly to end there. So give me a moment, please. Okay, so just for fun, I decided to step on a couple of Koopa heads for a little bit while I went and grabbed my charger, since apparently my DS was in dire need of it. And we can go ahead and collect our lovely flagpole. Now, something that I should have probably prefaced in the last part is that for every level, you're going to want to attempt your best to get to the top of the flagpole. That actually matters in this game. In order to get a star, you need to collect the top of the flagpole in every single level, and you'll get some pretty good stuff near the end of the game. And it's really easy to tell because you'll notice that it turned gold. So that's great. And it shows you on the overworld screen, I suppose, that that's there. So it's pretty easy to detect when that's happening. Also, thank you. I've been playing for a whole 30 minutes. Thank you, game. So kind. Okay, so here we have ourselves a purple mystery box room, and what's interesting is that some of these rooms are determined by A, your street pass, and B, what color shirt your Mii is wearing. It's kind of hilarious. So you have a very limited amount of time to do things, such as kill these creatures. I really don't want to collect that, because it would be a waste of my time to get another fire flower, but that's okay. Just make sure I don't lose my Tanuki. And there we go. Did you get the star medal? Gee, I don't know. I might have mistaked it for one of those other ones, but yeah. Good street pass, I guess, endowment into that. Beautiful. So those will regenerate every so often, and that does kind of give you a variable of star medals to collect. So it depends. Let's do a couple more levels. I don't know. I've been recording for that long, but we'll see. Let's go indeed, because this level is actually pretty unique, and I kind of like it. So, as per usual, we're going to take a look at the binoculars and see our good friend Toad standing precariously at the edge of a cliff so he can gift us with the sweet-ass star medal. And it'll be way over here. It will defy all laws of physics and gravity. And Toad is going to do something very foolish and just hop around. He's like, hooray, I'm at the edge of a cliff. Let me just keep jumping around all jubilantly and joyously, but we can take a nice little look around, see some new enemies. These PD piranhas just booping their faces along. We got Koopas just going back and forth. He's like, I don't know what to do with my life. I'm getting bad enough for this. We can see these stews. I think that's what they're called, right? Those are the ones in Sunshine. However, a nice little Easter egg that occurs only in this level is that you'll see that there is a flying saucer, a straight up UFO off in the sky. And it just goes off, blasting off again. And it's kind of cool. This is the only level I believe it happens. There's something else that happens similar to that in World 4, but hey, I'll take that, please. And thank you. I'm not sure how many people I'll be able to kill with it, but we can try our damnedest to get a lot of them. Come over here, you. There we go. God knows we needed more one-ups. Alright, let's go back. Well, actually, what's in here? More... Oh, this is an interesting room. Okay, so depending on which one of these you enter, you'll be able to get particular rewards out of them. This one gives us an infinite coin block, but it will always be the last one you hit. And I believe we missed the star medal, so we'll go over here and recollect it. Thank you. And before we do anything else that's silly, I say we go ahead and jump to our death, shall we? Whee! There we go. Nice hard thunk there from Mario. And, oh, it's another one of these rooms. Okay, for some reason I thought it would have been more special. That's alright. We'll go over here. Anything down here? Nothing. Although, fire flower. Yuck. I don't want to deal with that. Alright, but that skipped us really far ahead. You can only look left and right with the D-pad, and it's really hard to maneuver when you're moving as well, the camera. So let's not get, blown to bits by that guy. And, I will take that. Thank you so much, Mr. Tanuki. What do you got? Nothing? Oh, fire flower. I guess that would make sense, considering he technically was one. Over here we've got ourselves, a magical note box. If you go and jump to the heavens with these, you'll be entered into a very fantastic cloud world, a wintry wonderland, where we'll be able to do things like murder more things for more lives, because we all know, we needed more of them. Not nearly enough. There we go. And typically there will be a star coin at the end. And then you fall to your death, and This is so much fun. Okay, so, ooh, this is gonna be tricky. Do I make a leap of faith? Maybe? Let's just drop down and grab it. There we go. I wasn't too sure about that. Okay, thank you, Cloud. Don't need your assistance anymore. But we'll kill that guy from above. He had no idea that was coming. Oh, and we've got these platforms, so if you're standing on them, they will grant you direction in the way that you're facing. Although they can get really, disorientating when you're looking in the wrong direction. Or above, I should say. So let's go jump over here and hopefully make it to the top. Any flagpole that I miss the top of, I'll just go back and do it off screen. That should go without saying, but yeah. There we go. It's a pretty simple level, but it's got some pretty cool things. I like it a lot. Whew, okay. So that actually wasn't too bad. I kind of enjoyed it, actually. But now that we're approaching about 16 minutes or so, I guess we could probably do one more level, just to end things off on the first episode, by opening a black mystery box. Even though it's not really one of mystery and more of a question. But in order to progress through certain levels, you do need to have an allotted amount of star medals. So we get them back, so that's good. What use is paying for something if you get the money back? Let's head inside. Ooh, you know what? Oh man! Oh, I completely forgot about this level. I love it so much! Even though it is essentially an auto-scroller only 4 levels into the game, and it takes place hundreds of feet in the sky, with all of these high-pressurized water spouts coming to get us, as well as very confused migrating Goombas who have no idea what way north is or how to get down safely. They're calling out below, please call the fire department. We need help. Don't know what to do here. Also, apparently the properties of wind don't affect Mario when he's dressed as a furry, so that's good for certain camps, I guess? Anyways, they're just powerful enough to launch a small Italian plumber, dressed like a tanuki, 10 feet into the sky so that we can kill things with our tail. God, I can't understate how much I love just taking things out with my tail. It's incredible. In fact, there's many things you can do with your tail, such as taking out hordes of bricks and collecting items, touching flagpoles, and then moving on to other places. It also helps you float, so that's good. So this aerial view is a little bit concerning. Not a huge fan of it, although you'll notice that we fell off that platform. If you go too far and there's not blocks at the end, you know, stopping you from moving forward, then you will be able to fall off. So be careful of that. And we'll move on. Alright, what is over here? I want to go inside of this nice area. Hey, here we go. This is pretty neat. Whoops, I jumped on it. That's not good. That's a clear-cut sign. We should probably end off. Oh, okay, I thought that one was gonna give me a bunch. That would have been pretty broken if it did. Oh, man. And then, like, you look at this place and it looks so cool. I like it a lot. Also, let's do this. Not go on the wrong side. Gonna go the wrong way, I guess. Okay, let's go this way. Okay, so we need to be kind of going in the direction we want to be lifted in. Much unlike that. Okay, this is gonna be bad, isn't it? There we go. Alright, and there's our final star coin. Or star medal. However the hell you want to call it. But there we go. I guess we're gonna miss a little bit, but let's get some time. Apparently we're gonna need it. Alright, let's... Oh, this is complicated. Not supposed to have this much trouble on easy shit like this, Ellison. Yeah, definitely time to stop recording. This extra level was a bad idea. Check it out. Look at us go. Oh, man. And thank God those water spigots were there, otherwise we'd be pretty screwed, I would say. I think we made it. God, look at that. Look at that beneath us. That just looks so nice. Ah, I like it a lot. So, I want to see what's up here, actually. If you hold down the crouch button, you can charge up and do a backflip, which is kind of nice, but you can also do side flips and things, so... Might want to... I don't know. Let's get out of here. There was nothing. Thought there would have been a one-up or something clever, but... There's just many other levels that will give us the opportunity for that. So we'll head over here, grab the top of the flagpole, and call it good. Oh man, I miss that so much. But ladies and gentlemen, that just about does it for the first episode of the new beginning of Super Mario 3D Land. I will leave in the description a link to the playlist of the original Let's Play in all of its abysmal and horribly bad quality. Next time, we won't be dealing with any mushroom houses because we have full Tanukis, but that sounds very strange, full Tanukis. We will be taking on a certain Bowser in the next part, so I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.